10 pip,
so legit.
20 pip,
I'ma get
intricate,
let it rip.
Profits,
On profits.
I'm flowing, I'm riding them all. GDP, that is my goal. Count these pips,
Ice on my wrist.
got me ungovernable. DO Nation, stand up. This is what we do every day. Catch these profits. You know nobody can stop us. We're taking over the world. Got me ungovernable. Every little time I waste, every single time I'm paid. If you don't like the way that the BC trades, then you might as well get out the way. We getting paid. All about the profits, ain't here to play. In fact, the slave markets all day. All about this, all yeah, that is my like Mario business. Joe is the beast, go get her. See downs fire, see robs the next. Yeah, killing every pip like a Kendra. Gotta give a million as render. Niggas get your hand on the trigger. DeLorean Nation going bigger. Pumping up to 50 like I'm Tigger. Yeah. 10 pip,
So legit.
20 pip.
I'ma get
Intricate.
let it rip.
Profits.
On profits.
I'm flowing, I'm riding them all. GDP, that is my goal. Count these pips.
Ice on my wrist.
Got me ungovernable. 10 pip,
So legit.
20 pip.
I'ma get
Intricate.
let it rip.
Profits.
On profits.
I'm flowing, I'm riding them all. GDP, that is my goal. Count these pips.
Ice on my wrist.
Got me ungovernable. Listen very closely. All my favors damn worthy. Getting to this bread. Heard me. Abel got that sauce. Market makers.
Abel got that sauce.
PK market execution 30. VKU, I'm a road dog. See, blessed with A1s and it's on go. Stressing, I'm not, well, I gotta pause. Below 2, yeah, I gotta thank y'all. 4 steps, oh my god. Got location, space boss. Play shit for the yellow with a red cross. Pulling one province like a playing golf. 10 pip,
So legit.
20 pip.
I'ma get
Intricate.
let it rip.
Profits.
On profits.
Profits, that is the ball.
GDP, that is my
That's the
goal.
ball.
Count these pips.
Ice on my wrist.
10 pip,
So legit.
20 pip.
I'ma get
Intricate.
let it rip.
Profits.
On profits.
I'm flowing, I'm riding them all. GDP, that is my goal. Count these pips.
Ice on my wrist.
That ball. Yes. What's going on, family? What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. It's your boy Abel checking in one time for the one time. Hey, turn up. Hey. Yes. What's going on, family? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We are back locked in. Another trading session. Another YouTube stream. Chat, what's the word? I said we got God Effects in the building. Tyson, what's up? Kevin in the house. Isaiah, Free Zone, Terso in the building. What is going on, y'all? Let's say I trade Forex and trying to look into futures now. Apart from technical, do you think I need fundamental insights to pick trades? I hear of earnings. Honestly, you should be. This is just my priority. It's just my opinion, based off what is done for my personal tech trading results. I think no matter what market you're trading, whether it's Forex, futures, commodities, stock options, I really don't care, right? I think understanding fundamentals is crucial, right? It's very, very important. I think is the reason why most traders that are technically savvy still not profitable is because they lack the ability to, look at the bigger picture from a fundamental standpoint. So I'm always a big supporter, a big, ambassador of fundamental analysis, you could say, because I know for me, it's absolutely made my edge even that much stronger in the market for sure. So I think everybody should be focused on fundamentals. It don't matter what you're trading. Now, in terms of earnings report, earnings report will definitely have an effect on indices. So if you plan on trading indices in the futures market, then yeah, absolutely. Just like how you trade indices in the Forex market, whether you're trading YM or you're trading US 30, those are the same exact charts. They're going to react to the same type of data, right? So I do believe earnings reports are something that you can use to try to get a little bit more insight as to what the market can do. But you really just got to focus on the earnings reports of like the top dogs, right? The big companies, the massive corporations, the trillion-dollar, entities that are allocated heavily in those indexes. Besides the Nasdaq or the Dow, that one doesn't go by allocation, but US 30 and the Nasdaq, yeah, all right. You can see what's actually being allocated in those indexes and focus on the earnings reports of those specific stocks in there. For sure. All right, but let's see what else we got here. Jama in the building. What's going on, Jama? Bakri in the house. What's going on? Good afternoon. Hopefully you're doing phenomenal, Broccoli. Thank you for coming back. And yeah, family, I think we got an interesting session today. We did just have initial jobless claims come out. Actually came out higher than expected. So we had an increase in the number of people that filed for unemployment for the first time. Right, we were going from 216. They were expecting 218. They came out to 219. So that is again an increase in the number of people that have filed for unemployment for the first time. Is that considered? Could I even word it like this? Is that considered inflationary or deflationary? Right? Is this release right here, guys? This is not initial jobless claims, which comes out weekly. Was this considered inflationary or deflationary? I don't even know if that's the right wording, but we're gonna go with it. Let me know in the chat, family. Let me know in the chat, man. We are locked in right now. Shout out to all 30 of you guys that are live with me. Family, go ahead and smash the like button one time. Participate in the conversation if you can. Ask questions whenever you need to. We're here to grow together, right? We're here to grow together and really build this community up into something extremely valuable, right? But the question that I just asked, we had initial jobless claims come out higher than expected by 1,000, which means we had more people that filed for unemployment. Listen to the words. That have now filed for unemployment for the first time. Is that inflationary? Meaning, could this data that just came out cause the prices of goods and services to increase or at least hinder Jerome Powell and the Fed's approach of lower inflation? Right? Is it inflationary or is it deflationary? Right? Less people employed, less people that filed for unemployment, less money in their pockets, less money in circulation. Is that inflationary or deflationary? Right, and then when we figure that out, we could have an idea as to how these markets can react. Inflationary data is bullish or bearish for the dollar. Let me know in the chat, family. Right, let me know in the chat. Because this initial jobless claims is deflationary, if you ask me. It's deflationary because less people found a job, which means less money in their pocket. Less money in their pocket means we might not have that much stress on the overall markets as a whole, causing supply and demand to still be out of whack, essentially. Now, the next question that I just asked, right, now that we got the initial jobless claims out of the way, honestly, I just forgot what the next question was. I just forgot what the next question was. But either way, guys, right? Initial jobless claims came out a certain way. Very interesting. Now, GDP also came out as well, right? And GDP, did this come out inflationary or deflationary, guys? Right? We're coming from 3.4%. They were expecting 1.6. Now we came out at 1.3. Again, GDP stands for gross domestic product, and it is like it tells us exactly how our economy is doing as a whole. Right? Are we growing as an economy or are we contracting as an economy? This report shows us that we are contracting as an economy. We're not growing. We actually contracted compared to the last quarter. Is that inflationary or is that deflationary, guys? Answer this in the chat. We got some good questions today. Right? GDP, deflationary or inflationary? Let me know in the chat. And also go ahead and smash that like button, family, if you guys do appreciate this type of content where I try to provide you guys a good insight as to what I think the fundamentals of the market are. If you guys are new to my sessions, man, just know I do rely heavily on fundamental analysis. It's one of my things that I feel like separates me from a lot of other traders. It's because I'm well versed in it. I have a very good understanding of how these markets can react based off the data, and I want to make sure I give you guys the sauce that I have for sure. Right, so the first question was initial jobless claims coming out higher than expected. Is that inflationary or deflationary? I believe and I perceive that as deflationary, right? Because a higher initial jobless claims means less people found, or means more people found or filed for unemployment for the first time. More people filing for unemployment means less money in their pockets. Means they had less money in their pockets, which is why they're filing for it. So when people are now going to unemployment, they don't have much money to spend to begin with, right? So that is deflationary in my opinion. GDP went from 3.4% to 1.3. That is contraction in our economy. That is deflationary as well. If our economy is completely starting to contract, then that means people really aren't spending as much money. Or else it will continue to grow. But we're seeing contractions, which is good. And all this stuff right here, guys, right? These two data points, all that does, it really solidifies Jerome's stance. And I'm talking about Jerome Powell. His stance for inflation continuing to come to that 2% range that they really want, which we're already in around the 2% range as it is. But all this stuff is really supporting Jerome Powell's stance of a dovish Fed in the future. That's all this is telling me right here. That we're that much closer to actually getting our first rate cut. Now we'll have to see, right? It's not expected our first rate cut to happen until the September Fed meeting, which is still a few months away. But this is definitely helping us get to that point where, all right, you know what? Rate cuts could actually come a little bit sooner. So that's just something to keep in mind, guys, when you guys are really looking at these reports. Now, again, deflationary data leads to a risk-on environment, right? Deflationary data leads to a risk-on environment. Inflationary data leads to a risk-off environment. Risk-on means turn the risk on, go into those, riskier assets, riskier plays like stocks, cryptos, commodities, so on and so forth. Turn the risk off, turn the risk off is more so rush towards those safe haven assets, rush towards gold, rush towards the dollar. All right, so again, all these reports, guys, we have to really understand how these things play out. But yeah, we're leading towards a more dovish Fed, which is what has been the sentiment, but also that data kind of just backed it up a little bit as well. Now, let's see what we got here, though. Let's look at the rest of the market and see how the market reacted to this data. All right, let's see. All right, so the dollar itself, guys, ended up spiking down off of this release. Again, remember what I said? Deflationary data is going to be risk off, which is going to be bearish the dollar. Now, we don't know if this is going to continue to hold like this. I would assume so, but there's always a chance where the market does some wildness before we continue. It's just what it is. But this reaction was warranted based off the actual data itself. Okay? Whether this holds or not, we're gonna have to see how the market plays out. But that is interesting. We did see a nice little sell-off here on the dollar. I'm a little torn with the dollar, fam. I want to ask you guys in the chat. What are you guys leaning towards the dollar? Let me fix my headset, fix my mic. I want to ask you guys this in the chat, family. How do you guys feel about the dollar? Let me go ahead and start a poll real quick. Are you bullish the dollar? Do you think the dollar is going to continue to go up? Or do you think we're going to go down? Bullish or bearish? Let me know in the chat. Let me know what you guys feel in the chat. I want to really gauge the chat real quick. What would I do? Only time will tell. Yeah, gold did push up too. Gold did push up. See, gold is reacting exactly how it should have off this news release. We gotta see if this continues though, because I was leaning towards sells yesterday. And in fact, guys, that's also something we gotta talk about. How many of you guys were still holding the positions we took yesterday? Because I ended up closing out right before I jumped off stream. Ended up losing a couple $100. But the market did exactly what I wanted it to, bro. Like, that is so annoying. That is extremely annoying, right? We looked for the sells. We took the shorts around. Actually, we took the shorts around here. Right, like right at this 23.63 level. The market, we were in drawdown damn near the entire session. Right, we were down around $400 or $500 damn near the entire time we were live yesterday. And then as soon as I got off, because I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna deal with it. We got close to the break even, so I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and just close out and just not deal with this consolidated, annoying based market. And then what the market do as soon as we jumped off? It started falling. Of course it does. Of course you do. You just don't fuck with us right now, huh, markets? Like, of course it did, right? So the market itself did exactly what we wanted it to do. I just ended up closing my position because I didn't want to deal with this consolidation. And to be honest, I thought we were gonna get stopped out. Like we came a few points from getting stopped out, like 4 or 5 times. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and close out. Not take my full loss, close out right here. But yeah, in hindsight, right? In hindsight, we probably should have just never even played with the trade, and that's something that I also mentioned yesterday. Like I'm just gonna let this thing hit stop loss or go TP, and I didn't even do that. If I would have just let it go to stop loss or TP, we would have made some money on that trade. Hey man, it'd be like that, family. It'd be like that. But I'm glad that the trade ended up still going, man. Ended up still going in my direction. It's just I wasn't able to partake in it, unfortunately. But I still do like. Right, I was leaning towards continuations in the sells here for gold, just like I've been saying all week. The reason why I've been looking for shorts is just because of how we played off the weekly. All right, we had again a very strong bearish weekly candle after taking out previous week's highs. We eventually flipped bearish, and that's a lot of selling volume. That's a lot of selling pressure. Now I wanted to see us at the very least take out current week's low, which is what we did last night, but also probably come down towards the 23.26 level. All right, 23.26 is really where I wanted to see us continue to drop towards. But now we got to see, right? Because things can change now today, right? Things can be a little different now, especially off of this data. If this data is truly going to do what I think it can, then we could potentially see more upside here for gold, right? Just being data influenced, data driven more than anything. Right? GDP contracting that aggressively is actually a really good thing for the fight against inflation, which is why we seen gold spike up, which is why we seen the Nasdaq spike up. We seen this S&P 500 and US 30 all gave little short spikes. Now, if these hold, who knows, right? Just because we have our bias fundamentally, doesn't mean that it's gonna play out today, right? That's the thing about fundamentals, guys. When you're trying to play fundamentals, like I always play off the data and what the data is telling me. But we also got to understand fundamental data is something that happens over the long term, right? So for an example, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, right? This reaction is warranted right here, right? This is the reaction we should have gotten based off the data that just came out. But there are times where the market might want to now, since we have all this selling pressure, come all the way back up, start to liquidate all these sellers that had taken some positions, and then from there give us the next big move, right? So we just got to see how it plays out, man. As of now, it's going in that direction. It doesn't have to come all the way back up and wipe all this imbalance and stuff out, but there is those chances where it does happen. Gold loves to do things like that, right? Gold loves to have these news spikes, come all the way back down, correct the entire move, and then give us the actual move that is intended here, right? Doing a lot of liquidity grabbing. And gold is known for that. It's like it loves doing that. So are indices too at times too. Indices also like to do that as well. But so we're gonna have to see how this stuff continues to build, continue to play out throughout today's session to see what we can actually take advantage of ourselves. So, but that's where we're at. Let me see what you guys talk about in terms of the dollar now, right? So we got 31% of you guys are bullish, 69% of you guys are bearish. Okay, so you guys want to see this thing continue to drop now, huh? And that's honestly, again, if we're going solely based off the data, which again, the data doesn't necessarily always have to be today where it happens, but if we're going based off the data, then yeah, I do think we see more downside. Now, if we do see more downside today for the dollar, I don't think there's no reason why we don't take out these lows at 103.500s. Like, why not? Why wouldn't we take out those lows at 103.500? I think we do. Then I think there is also a chance if that gets ran through pretty aggressively, then we come to this next low, which is around the 102s. But again, that's pretty far out, the 102 levels. That probably won't happen for a few weeks, if anything. So as of now, I would like to target below these lows right here, 103.500 for the dollar, if this weakness can continue to maintain itself. All right, that's going to be the biggest deciding factor. Does this actually hold or no? So we'll see. We'll continue to watch this. I do like the downside for right now, and we'll see if the market can give us something. Perfect. All right, so we'll see how that goes. In terms of gold, again, gold, I do want to see. I'm a little torn now because I still think there is a chance that we actually, continue to go lower here. on gold, but the fact that we did just take out weekly lows, reacting off of a nice strong demand zone. The data is also supporting this, probably going bullish. I wouldn't be surprised if at this point we do see higher pricing here for gold. I wouldn't be surprised about it at all. Like I would actually like to see us probably come back up to the 2390s. I think there's a good chance, especially if keyword here is if, right? Especially if we can get a solid close above 2364. I think a nice solid close above 2364 could definitely lead us towards the 2390s for sure. So we're gonna have to see our do or die here for gold. If we truly want to be excited about the bullishness, we have to truly break this 2364 level. That's gonna be like our make or break level right here. If we can get above that, close above that, then I think there's no reason why we don't continue. But that same exact level, the same 2364 level, can also be an area that we now start to see a lot of selling pressure from. We gotta see. We gotta see. And there's a few other little minor levels that we can also highlight. You know, like maybe this 2373 is also another minor level that we can also potentially see the market come towards and play around. So that's where we're at, though. I do want to see a little bit more upside now. We just got to wait for the right opportunity now, family. So that's what I'm looking at today. See what we get. Seeing what we get, man. So we'll see. All right, let's see what else we got here, though. Let me check. And the pull. Yeah, I see most of y'all definitely think that we're going to be bearish for the dollar. Okay, I know my brother Saints over there like, damn. Y'all playing. Let's see, damn, Dixie going bearish off news. I mean, tell me how you really feel, Saint. Do you not care about that data that just came out? Are you still very much bullish the dollar, or are you more so adjusting to what the data is saying? Let's see, we got CJ in the building. What's going on, CJ? Good morning to you as well, my brother. Let's see, took a little profit at TP1. Okay. Let's see, wifey love you, badass, bro, much respect. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, I made a bag on selling gold yesterday. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, I'm kind of upset that I'm not upset. It is what it is, right? But if we didn't close out when I closed out right at the end of the stream yesterday, yeah, we would have made a bag, bro. Instead of taking a $200-300 loss, I probably would have made like $800-900 on the account. If we didn't close out when we ended up closing out and just held it through. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see, I'm in gold sell entries 2366. You guys sell entries from these highs? We gotta see. If that holds. Let's see, I'm long on NAS. Long on the NASDAQ and long on the S&P. Honestly, long on US 30 might not be a bad idea just because of how low this thing. This just shows how weak those stocks have been. At least this indice, right? This index. US 30 has been getting absolutely walloped. The NASDAQ and the S&P at least have been trying to hold somewhat to the upside. The NASDAQ is probably holding the best out of all the top 3 indices that we look at. But US 30 has been getting absolutely walloped. Now this data could probably help this. This data could probably bring back a little bit of strength. And I'm not opposed to it. Right? Because we are now testing into a very nice demand zone that could possibly produce a bullish reaction here. We're going to see. We're going to see how this plays out. All right, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do find an opportunity to probably bounce this back up. At least just back up to this 38,600 for US 30. Back up to here. I think that's very doable, right? I think that's very doable. So I'm personally going to be looking for reasons to try to go to the upside. The only reason I wouldn't do it is if we come all the way back down and completely like fully not just take out the news candle, but just really shows no signs of really bullishness, then obviously I'll avoid it. But I'm not opposed to looking for some possible buys around here if we could really hold that level. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed, but let's see. You're long on from, let's see, the NASDAQ, you said from 18,626. 18,626. Are you looking at it from futures pricing, or are you looking at it from Forex trading pricing? Because those are completely different. Let's see. You said 18626. Damn, so you got a crazy entry down here. Yeah, you got a solid entry. Who's that? King City? Sheesh, King City? Hold it down then, gang. Hold it down then, gang. 6. Yeah, you gotta be doing it on regular Forex pricing. Yeah, so you got a crazy entry, bro. Holy moly. That thing is massive. That thing is nice. Yeah, turn up then. Alright, let's see, will the pump fake be real? Look, I don't think this range has resolved itself. Probably hasn't yet. It probably hasn't. Let's see, you know he bullish no matter the case. Yeah, that boy Saint don't care. Let's see, YM's near 1 hour OB. Yeah, I mean, we are close to a level of structure over here for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really think US 30, just because of where we're at, I think really could give us a crazy opportunity to try to come back to, ride this thing back up to the upside. Just because, again, like, we really have to start thinking about when we're trading, family, we have to understand the concept of value. How do I put this, right? Because this is a little bit more, it's not even complex. It's just like basic economics, right? Like understanding retail value for an asset and then understanding when it's selling at a premium or when it's selling at a discount, right? There's discounted levels, there's retail value, and then there's premium pricing, right? Retail pricing or discounted pricing, retail pricing, premium pricing. When we look at the US 30, when we look at YM, this thing is completely corrected this massive move up, right? Retail value is probably going to be somewhere within the middle of this range, right? Where a lot of this, buying and selling is occurring, right? The retail community, the retail aspect of it is comfortable around this level. But when we're this low, see, now we got to be thinking like, damn, all right, now we're getting into some discounted price points. Right, this could now start to be perceived as an interesting asset to invest in because of how deep we corrected, right? If this is the retail value of it, which is usually where a lot of the concentrated buying and selling is occurring within a range, the lower end is all discounted pricing, and on the higher end is premium pricing. If we want to look for some buys, where do we want to buy from? Do we want to buy it at a premium? We could buy it at retail value. That's cool. But if you're like me and you really want to make some crazy money, we want to start buying it at a discount. Right? We want to buy it at a discount, right? So really understand, right, when an asset that you're trading is in a discount, is selling or buying at a retail, or if it's in a premium, it's very, very crucial and important to really understand as well. Okay, so we are, in my opinion, trading at very discounted prices when we're looking at US 30/YM. So I'm interested in it, right? I'm interested to see how we continue to play here, right? Because I think there's great opportunities now to really align ourselves with some possible upside here. So, hey, that's just me. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, so be it, right? I could be wrong, but that's what I'm leaning towards right now. Now, we do got about 30 minutes here from the open, right? Stock market open. And we'll really see indices start to really gain a lot of steam for sure. But it's very interesting to see how this continues to play out. All right, so let's see. We had to spike up because of the news. Market corrected a little bit, retesting back into structure, retesting my moving averages. And now it looks like these things might want to get ready to run. What's gold doing? Gold also could really just run here. Yeah, these things look solid. These things look solid. Let's see. Morning, ladies and gents. Captain Geo in the building. What's going on, Captain Geo? I appreciate you. Let's see, it's in a daily demand zone. Yeah, listen, King City, I'm with you. I'm not even opposed to those buys, bro. I think US 30 is extremely discounted, so there's a higher likelihood that we do probably see upside when we're in discounted price levels than anything else. Let's see, Daquan in the building. What's going on, Daquan? Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother. So we'll continue to watch this stuff, family, and see what we can actually go ahead and get. Let's see what we can actually go ahead and get. Boom, boom, boom. Mm, 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 mm. I do it for my queen. Let's see what we get here. I do it for my queen. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we get here, family. I'm still watching stuff here. Still watching stuff here. Seeing what we get. Let's see. I swing the whole previous buy now. I'm waiting for the opportunity to swing it back up. Okay. Yen pair starting to fall as well. Check GJ. I seen they actually were falling pretty aggressively. The Bank of Japan had to have been intervening recently. Because look at this type of move that we've seen here. Now, I'm pretty positive none of this stuff is going to hold. Right, but we did see a lot of strength coming essentially over the past 24 hours here for the yen, which caused everything essentially to correct, right? GJ corrected, NJ, UJ, EJ, AJ, SayJ, just making up a whole bunch of J's at this point. But yeah, y'all get the point, man. All these things did correct. Now, I do think that this stuff does not hold. Just like in the past, I mean, we could look at every time the Bank of Japan has intervened, right? Intervention, intervention, intervention. Have any of those ever held? They have not, right? Intervention. Like every time the Bank of Japan tries to intervene, it literally does absolutely nothing but put a simple band-aid on the cut that needs stitches, right? They're putting a band-aid on a cut that essentially needs stitches, right? You know, so I think this eventually does come back down to earth. And what does that mean for GJ? More upside, right? More upside for GJ. I believe we could see eventually more upside as well for the dollar or for UJ as well. And these might not be bad ideas to look at. Like this UJ might not be a bad play, right? Even though the dollar itself looks like it could be losing some strength, the yen is just so stupid weak that the dollar could be weak and the yen just be still that much weaker, right? So like looking for a buy on UJ probably below this low right here is probably not a bad idea, around the 156.57, 517. Yeah, if we come down below there and we see like a live OB type of play and fresh liquidity supported by volume, then absolutely we could probably ride this back up and then ride it all the way back up to the highs. So, hey, that's a play if you are trading these yen pairs. I'm not opposed to that at all. Let's see which pair we on. What's going on, China? So this right here is obviously these yen pairs that I'm talking about, but I'm really keeping my eye on gold, like always. And we're keeping our eye on indices as well, like US 30, NASDAQ, the S&P. I'm very interested in seeing how all that stuff plays out. The NASDAQ, man, I think the NASDAQ really could see more upside here as well. Again, I really am leaning towards essentially more upside a lot of these riskier assets. And a lot more upside possibly on gold as well. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that either. So we'll see, man. I don't know if gold's going to give us an entry. But it's fine if gold does continue to run here. Because we really got to see. I want to see gold truly hold above 2364. If we can get above this 2364, 2365 and actually hold up there, I think that would be I think that would be solid, right? So I'm not in a rush to try to jump in now, but if we can actually break this and then come back down and this acts like a support, then that would be a nice area, a nice platform that we can see probably the next leg higher from. So we're gonna see how this continues to film or build around these levels to see what we can get. In terms of indices, again, I'm interested. I want to see how these continue to form. You know, again, we are about 12 to 13 minutes out from the open here. So I'm gonna personally be chilling until the open before I take anything on indices, but I do want to see if this stuff can hold and possibly give us, you know, a nicer move to the upside here. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this stuff goes. Let's see. Great morning, yo, Jonathan in the building. What's going on, my brother Jonathan? I appreciate you for being here. Shout out to all you guys as well that are here. Family, go ahead and smash that like button one time for me, please, please. I definitely appreciate y'all for doing so. You guys are a phenomenal group of people that are all aspiring to become the greater versions of yourselves. And if you guys agree with that, smash the like button one time so that I know that you agree with that. And we're going to continue to watch this, man. We're going to continue to see what the market gives us. We're going to see. We're going to see how this stuff folds. Now, again, I do think, even though I am leaning towards a little bit of bullishness now here on gold, I'm still interested to see because I still think bigger term, longer term, higher term picture, I still think we really could push lower, right? But we got to see. We got to see how this stuff continues to build here. To your left here one time. We took out this low right here. A lot of bullish volume coming back in. I would like to target up to 23.95. Above here, fresh liquidity, then possibly go ahead and short this thing again. I would like to see something like this for gold at this point. I would like that. That would be nice. I think that would be nice. I think that would be real nice. Now, I do want to mention to y'all, again, this is just rumors. This is just rumors. But there are rumors saying that China is really, really close. I'm telling y'all. China's getting very close to truly actually invading Taiwan. And that's going to be crazy. Yeah, one time. 50 bounce. I'm telling y'all. Now, if China does invade Taiwan and any wars start off, I'm going heavy into gold. I am going heavy into gold. I ain't going to buy the hell out of gold. Absolutely. A war with China? Holy moly. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. But every day is getting closer and closer to where China really might just say, you know what, let's do it now. That is going to cause a major collapse of every market, every financial market. If that war breaks out, that's a lot, in my opinion, just my opinion, don't shoot me. But China invading Taiwan is a lot more serious than any other war that we have going on right now. Is a lot more serious because that's going to have overall major global impact on every financial market, from the stock market to the crypto market to the commodities market to any market you could think of. And that's because now we have top two major powerhouses that are now going to war. Because if China invades Taiwan, the U.S. is going to step in and have to fight. And that is a big deal. Right now, the U.S. hasn't been directly involved, quote unquote, air quotes, right, in the war with Russia and Ukraine, or the war with Israel and the Palestinians. We're not directly involved. We're indirectly involved because we're providing supplies. But we're not directly, we don't have boots on the ground over there. But if China invades Taiwan, See, now we're going to have boots on the ground somewhere. Or at least, if not us Americans, our NATO allies, which is going to be, obviously, we're going to have to be involved either way. So that is major. That is major. And that's something we got to be aware of, man. I hate being the fear monger, but when you start to see the signs on the wall, that could be crazy. And if that happens, then people are going to hate me in the crypto market, boy. Because I've been saying crypto going to continue going higher, and I do believe it is going to continue to go higher. But if we see something like that occur, I think crypto could fall aggressively, boy. I think we really could come back and take out this 56,000 low, which I said probably won't get taken out for a while. But if we have something like that occur, that's major. That could cause Bitcoin to really collapse, which will really cause the entire market to collapse. Now, again, I hope it doesn't happen, because my portfolio will lose a shit ton of value. But it is something that we got to be aware of. I'm just throwing it out there. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Just be aware of it. Nuclear warfare, everyone get your bunkers. I'm telling you. Let's see, when that happens, my account is going on gold. I'm telling you, I'm buying the hell out of gold if that happens. Gold is really going to be the #1 asset for sure. Let's see, China versus the world. It's not even China versus the world. Like, China has a lot of strong allies backing them, right? Like, China has, obviously, Russia in their back pocket, right? China has Iran in their back pocket. China has Brazil in their back pocket. China has, a lot of top dogs as well, right? Like, it's not like it's just China. They have their allies, that would try to jump in. So yeah, it would literally be a full-on World War III, I think, which is crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy to think about, but it really is a truth. Like, I wouldn't be surprised in the next 30 days or so you guys hear some crazy stuff. Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just from what I'm seeing. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Stop loss, get it. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, gold looks like it might want to continue here. Like, again, I do think we see more upside on gold here just because of what we've been seeing. But I really want us to see us give us a little pushback down, bro. Like, give us some. We are about 15 minutes out now from the open. We'll see what the open does for us. Let's see. I'm gonna ask for that raise, you feel? If not, I'll just start the military contracts. Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made when there's wars. Like, there really is a lot of money. You know what's crazy? I never actually truly looked deep into it, but I have some associates that actually do government contracting, and they make a shit ton of money literally doing government contracting, because there's an infinite amount of contracts that need to be supplied by a government that can print money, and print hefty lump sums of money. All right, family, does any of you guys do government contracting? Man, listen, I don't ever put it past any of y'all that you guys do some phenomenal shit that y'all don't tell us about. Like, I'm pretty sure we got some really, really smart individuals in the chat that have really interesting careers. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Every moment turn into the in a row. Let's see what we get here. I don't know, man. Mm-hmm. Every moment turned into a twisted end. Let's see what we get here, family. Let's see what we get here. Well, the NASDAQ pretty much came back down. US 30 as well. Let's see. We got about 12 minutes from the open. Abel, there's usually NDAs involved. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. There's always NDA, especially when we're doing government contracting, bro. If there has to be like a, yeah, there has to be a level of privacy. Absolutely. Let's see. Under my mind. Let's see. That's next. My company got one once. We got audited in, and then one of the requests was that parts only be worked on by U.S. citizens. Nah, that's crazy. Like they actually make a request saying, like, listen, we only want to work with people that American citizens. Like we don't want no other hands. Nah, that's hilarious. Let's see what we get here, family. Let's say we're seeing the NASDAQ trying to push up again. Gold is just reacting off of this 2365 level. Again, that 2365 level is really the one that we should expect some type of playing around of. So we got to see how this thing's continue to go. There's no magic. She work her magic. She work her magic. Let's see, nothing was the same. Hell nah. After 9/11, honestly, after 9/11, and they created the what is that? The Patriot Act. All right, when they created the Patriot Act after 9/11, that's what really started to take a lot of our rights away. Let's see, what is the Patriot Act? That's where a lot of our rights, especially like our freedom of privacy, things like that, were really violated on. Right, but this all came after 9/11. Right, formerly the United in Strength America, providing blah 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 blah. Prevent terrorism, information sharing, financial controls. The Patriot Act is a controversial law which supporters are arguing is necessary for national security, and opponents arguing it infringes on civil liberties. Here are some of the key points of debate. Surveillance. The act expanded by the government's authority to conduct surveillance, including email and phone record collection. It allowed for delayed notification of search warrants, meaning people might not know that their home had been searched until later. That's crazy. Like, what? And then critics argue the act gives the government too much power to spy on ordinary citizens without sufficient oversight. That is a fact. Yeah, nah, ever since that, they haven't been playing fair. They haven't been playing fair at all. Seen a milli, I got motivated. Quit my 9 to 5 and now they hating. I mean, family, what are you guys trading right now, family? Who's in a trade right now? Who's looking at positions? Talk to me, man, because right now I'm still chilling, waiting. I'm on chill and wait mode right now, so I need to know what you guys are looking at here, family. The NASDAQ could be a nice play here, though. The NASDAQ, if we get our trigger line entry here, this could be a play here on the NASDAQ. All right, we are in somewhat of this bullish trend, creating these higher highs and these little higher lows. We had data that supports more bullishness. So yeah, if we can get a nice close above our trigger line, that could be a decent entry. But we are about 7 minutes out from the open, so we'll see what this does. But I wouldn't even be opposed to seeing something like this. Even if we do fall a little bit lower, come towards that 18,730s for the NASDAQ, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Come down into this level, fill this imbalance right here, and then give us the push up. That would be nice. But let's see. Let's see. On gold, took a sell on gold. Okay, Isaiah. And it ain't gonna happen. That is a fact. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're at this resistance. There is that chance. You are kind of going against the data, but there is a chance that it could still fall. But there's also probably a bigger chance that we just continue going higher. Yeah, we had a nice strong 15-minute closure too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. That's tough. All right, let's see what we got here. At 11. Yeah, look at this US dirty 30 starting to push here. I seen the milli. I got motivated. Let's see. As the USD sell. This boy done gave a whole signal. Michael. Is it Michael or is it Macau? Michael or Macau? Gave a whole sell signal. Let's see. NZD USD sell from 0.61169. So pretty much where we're at now. You want to sell it from right here, right now. Is that what you're looking at? Stop loss 60. Oh, wait. Are you buying or are you selling? Because your sell, you got the wrong perimeters, brother. All right, if you're selling, the entries between my cow. Okay, cool. All right, so if you're okay, so your stop. Oh, I see what you're doing. Your stop loss at 61246. I'm just gonna put it up here to see how it look. 61169 for your entries, 61246 for the stop, right above the highs, or essentially right at the highs. TP 6080, 6087. Hey man, the risk to reward is solid. Risk to reward is solid. Do I like to sell though? I mean, price can definitely do what it wants. It could sell off. It could sell off, you could say. I just think it's tough. The only thing that I see going against this is, for one, current momentum. It's kind of strong right now, but also just the news, how news came out. If the news does continue to support bearish dollar, then yeah, NZD USD is gonna smash through that stop loss. You never know. The dollar could find some strength down here at these lower levels, but that's gonna be probably tough if you ask me. But hey man, ride it out. Hopefully that plays out for you. All right, let's see what we got here. So we did get a nice 5-minute closure here above our trigger line, not supported by vol. Yeah, it was. But us being less than 5 minutes out from the open, I'm not going to take anything. But this probably wouldn't be a bad play here, to be honest with y'all. Like taking it right on the close back above our trigger line. I still would like to see, hopefully something like this would be nice. I wouldn't be opposed to that. All right, come grab this liquidity right here. Come grab this liquidity below 73.8, 738. Yeah, gold is just chilling right now. Gold is just chilling right now. Let's see, yeah. Good morning from Inglewood. What's going on, BTC Mommy? Appreciate you for being here. Let's see, I got out of the sells. Okay. I'm on gold buys, 2361. 2361. 2361. Yeah, so it gotta be futures pricing. Okay, yeah. Hey man, hopefully that can continue to run for you. Hopefully that can continue to run. A bounce off of the structure right here is not a bad play. Again, I do think we do see, I believe we should see more upside on gold, on the NASDAQ, US 30, S&P. So we'll have to see how this continues to play out, but I wouldn't be opposed to that. We are about a minute left here for the open family as well, so we'll see what this does. Let's see, NU is pretty bullish. I mean, it could also turn around though too. Like we already had a pretty strong move for NU. Maybe if we grab enough liquidity up there, those levels that we took out, you might start to see price come back down. You never know. Let's see. Conflicted is my GU area of sell for the imbalance, but data tells me not to sell. I mean, which one do you want to rely on more, bro? What has gotten you the more results? Is you playing off of your technical approach, right, and just looking at from what you're looking at, or is the data what you normally go off of? Because if you see more results with your technical approach, then trust that. If you're more solid with your data approach, then trust the data for sure. Right? Then absolutely, then ride out with the data. And if GU does sell, then you're gonna have to just be like, so be it. It is what it is. But I see why the sell, like I see why you're looking at the sell. It's actually not a bad play. All right, it's not a bad idea. You know, to come down into this gap that we have here. That's not a bad idea. I think we could come into there possibly, but I don't know if we go any lower. We'll see. Again, you guys know I think this stuff runs though, personally, just because I think the dollar is just going to continue to be weak, but I could be wrong, like I say all the time. I could be wrong, and I have been wrong numerous times. Let's see, USD CAD got into a sell. Got into a sell on USD CAD London session. Ooh. Yo, yeah, you eating. You got in from up here? Oh yeah, that thing is moving nicely. I think that can probably continue too. Murder in it. Yeah, I think that can continue too. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, so let's see. We got the open here, family. Let's see what we got. The dollar itself looks like it might continue lower. US 30 is now starting to push higher here. The NASDAQ actually spiked down. Let's see what the NASDAQ does here. I think the NASDAQ could be lagging here unless it's leading. But we're seeing the S&P essentially trying to spike up here. We had an initial spike down, but now it corrected the entire spike down. We're starting to push up. US 30 is just correcting heavy. Again, I think US 30, like I told you guys at the beginning, I think US 30 is extremely discounted right now. And I wouldn't be opposed to looking for this thing to actually start running to the upside, like at all. Damn, this thing is going. Pull up with the pips, we be murdering. Yeah, this thing might be gone. Let's see, what's the NASDAQ doing? The NASDAQ, what are you trying to do here, buddy? Are you about to start to catch up to the other ones? S&P is pushing. Gold is pushing. And then we got the NASDAQ here just chilling. Like, what are you trying to do here, buddy? Are you going to push or are you going to just correct and chill first? Or are you leading the show? Are you leading or are you lagging? Again, I don't play the first 5 minutes, family, right? So I still got like 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left before I can even take a trade on the indices. But I'm just reading price action as of now, right? Seeing what these things are doing, right? The US 30 and the S&P are still pushing right now I mean, they already took out internal range highs. Like US 30 is going nuts. The S&P took out these highs as well. So the NASDAQ, in my opinion, think is going to follow suit for sure. If I were to assume something, I think it's probably going to follow suit here. But let's see what will happen. We got about 2 minutes left for this close. We're seeing all this sell volume here on the open. All this sell volume. With nothing to support it. This is like the people that talk on social media, right? Talk all that good stuff. You talking all that crap behind the screen. But you got no actions to support it, buddy. Like, you got nothing to support your actions. Like, what's up? Like, that's essentially what we're reading right now, right? All this sell volume. I mean, now it's trying. Okay, I hear. Okay. You guys hear me? Like, oh, word Abel, watch this. Like, word Abel, watch this. You talking all that? Watch us show you strength. All right, so NASDAQ is still coming back down. What is the rest of the things doing? This is why I don't play the first 5 minutes neither, because this does a whole lot of back and forth whiplashing. All right, look at the S&P now. S&P came all the way back down. The NASDAQ is still going lower. US 30, are you going to come back down too now? Like, what are you about to do? Like, really, like, what are you about to do? Your NASDAQ is tanking now. Holy moly. Holy moly, like, what are you about to do? All right, so we got the first 5 minutes about to close in about 10 seconds. We'll see how this stuff plays out. What you about to do, NASDAQ? Now you're at the lower end here. Now you're really in discounted price point. What you about to do here? Talk to me nice. All right, what's gold doing? Gold is still holding up here. Gold looks like it still might want to continue. Yeah, we might have to take a look at the NASDAQ, family. We might have to take a little stab here. Let's see what we do below these lows now. Because now we're in interesting price points. Is the dollar pushing up? Dollar's still holding. It's just NASDAQs that are showing a lot of volatility right now. NASDAQ is showing a lot of volatility right now. I mean, who's with me, family? What you guys looking at, man? What you guys looking at? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's see. I'm looking for GU to sell at my buy area. Okay. Gonna watch NQ to see if I can get below 18,740. US 30 is in a valid ODF zone. NQ approaching 15-minute LC. Yeah, I see the LC. Dang, if we come all the way down here, boy, that would be crazy. And it looks like we're doing just that right now. Yeah, these things looking like they're getting super weak. Hold on. And the dollar could be gaining a little strength here. Gold, what are you doing? Gold is chilling. Yeah, these things came right back. All right, let's see what we get here though now. If these stuff, again, I still think we go back to the upside personally for a lot of this stuff. I still think we go back to the upside, but we really do gotta like wait for actual signs of strength coming back into play now, because these things are showing super weakness. especially the Nasdaq. Nasdaq fell pretty hard. I still think we do bounce back bullish here, but we gotta wait for this stuff. We took out a few different levels of structure. Took out this level of structure, took out this level of structure. Now we have fresh liquidity that has been taken as well. Super discounted in my opinion. We be talking pips too. Yeah, that's a strong 1 minute closure right there. Let's see what's US 30 doing. US 30 starting to push back up as well. Nasdaq looking like it wants to push up. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, Nasdaq look like it's pushing. US 30 still pushing back down though. Let's see what US 30 about to do here. Yeah, US 30 look like it's getting ready to run now. I think all these little pushes down are just to try to grab as much liquidity before they fly. Yeah, gold still looks like it's still trickling higher here. Nasdaq looks like it's about to continue here. Let's see, the S&P as well is starting to flip back up here. We be talking pips. We be talking pips too. Talk to me, family. Who's with me? Who's with me? Click the buy on gold. Nas, all in on Nas, the move rate. Hey, yo, YM, that way kind of scary. Yeah, YM doesn't know what it wants to do right now, bro. This thing's just going back and forth. But I still think we get more upside personally. Let's see. Who's the artist again? Never mind. Okay. Bought NQ off the 15-minute LC. Yeah, I mean, we did literally swipe right into that, too. We literally swiped right into that in an instant rejection. Again, remember what I told you guys at the beginning, family. The data supports this stuff to move higher, at least what we had today, right? With initial jobless claims and GDP. Doesn't mean it has to happen today, but the data kind of does lean towards this actually going back to the upside, which is why I told y'all I think I'm kind of the pump fake on these. We just gotta see if it's actually gonna hold or not, though. About to just cash up on a new. Let's see what we get here. We are kind of struggling for the Nasdaq to get above the 1738s now. Let's see what happens here. So you know we talk that pip talk, Yeah, US 30 look like it's getting ready to run. Let's see, you bought gold, Gavin? I mean, gold is still trying to push up here. Again, I think at least now that we're above 2365, next target is 2373 for sure on gold. We got to see how that plays out, though. Let's see. Let's see. I have been trying to trade too early. Okay. Gonna focus on just watching and observing pre-New York Open now. Gotta work on my patience. Yeah, that definitely would do it, bro. No lies. Like, I actually wait for the market, like the volume to pick up. All right, I think that's why. I mean, that's not what I think. That's why I know most traders that trade indices or trade around the open is because they're trading because they want that volume, right? That want that added volatility to help their position. And when you're trading pre the open, you're kind of lacking that extra volume that could help your trade out. It happens. Let's see, made a decent amount already. Not gonna lie, fractals do it for me. Okay, Gavin. Yeah. Shout out to the fractal gang. Shout out to the fractal gang in the building, man. Let's see what we got here. US 30 just keeps on coming all the way back down here. What's the S&P doing? S&P is chilling. The NASDAQ as well is still trying to get above this 18,738 level. But US 30 just keep on falling. What you trying to do here, US 30? Like, what you trying to do? Yeah, US 30 left this nasty 15-minute wick behind. Nasty 15-minute wick. Yeah, that's one of them nasty ones. Are we going to turn around and try to fill the wick, though? Are we going to go for that wick fill today? Let's see what's everything other. NASDAQ is still struggling to break this 18,738 level. The S&P is also just chilling now. Gold is like the only thing that just continues to trickle higher here because the dollar itself is also on a little standstill. I would assume continue on lower, though. NASDAQ is trying to get back above that level. US 30 is just being US 30. But I also think US 30 might have the best risk to reward potential. Like, I truly do think it probably has the best risk to reward potential here. Yeah, I'm still watching US 30 down here. I swear, because this does have the craziest risk to reward potential, but it's also the one that's probably gonna be the most annoying. See, now the Nasdaq is finally looking like to break this level. Look like that can continue here. The S&P as well is trying to push back up here. We'll see how this happens, how this plays off here. Again, we did get a nice 5-minute closure back above my trigger line here on the S&P. Yeah, the S&P probably looks the cleanest just based off one of our execution tactics. The trigger line entry. Kind of wish the volume would have been a little bit higher, but we did get the entry technique there. Nasdaq is pushing now. Nasdaq is starting to push higher. Nasdaq, if we get a close above, yeah, if we get a close above this level, above this 18,740s, I think we do see more upside. And US 30 is just not doing a damn thing. It's still correcting back down here, still testing these lows. Like, what are you trying to do here, US 30? Like, what's your thought process, bro? Like, what are you trying to do? Because we know you're eventually going to turn around and try to catch up with the S&P and the Nasdaq if they continue higher. Or you could be leading the way. You could be leading the way. It's a possibility. That is a possibility. Oh yeah, US 30 is just US 30 is doing some crazy things. Look at that. It's still going lower here. See, the Nasdaq looks good. The S&P looks solid. US 30 just testing these lows. Yeah. I don't know about US 30. I don't know about this one. This one just look like I want to keep on dropping. Unless this thing produces something. I don't even know if it's worth it to try to even chase this. Yeah, US 30 look like just want to keep on going, so we're not even going to bother with that. Let's see, the Nasdaq is still testing this 18,738 now. Let's see, gold is still pushing up. What's the dollar doing? The dollar also is still chilling. We might have to wait for this 10 o'clock volume to really show us what's up. We might have to wait for this 10 o'clock volume to see what's up. What you trying to do now, US 30? Are you finally going to sit at this low? Or are you going to continue to drop? Okay, there we go. Now you're starting to show some sign of strength. Now you're trying to show some signs of strength here. Still not convincing though. Definitely not convincing me just yet for US 30. It took out through these lows. Let's see what we get here, family. I did take a little test stab here on US 30. I could be completely wrong on this play here, but I took a little test stab on US 30 to see if this momentum that we're seeing off of this low is actually something that's going to hold, or if it's just inducing more buyers to then eventually liquidate us all, right? So I did take a little stab on US 30. We're going to see how this plays off, though. I don't know. I like how we at least stayed this support. We were seeing a lot of selling pressure, but you know, once we got to this support level, price essentially like slowed down. So I want to see if this low could be the low, because that's going to give us a crazy trade. But we're going to know very quickly on this. We should know very quickly if this is going to hold or if this is going to just go to my stop and take me out and use me as liquidity. But I'm fine with whatever. I'm fine with whatever happens here. Let's see what's everything else doing. Yeah, the NASDAQ, I'm not a fan of that NASDAQ and how it looks, but the S&P looks like it's gaining a lot of strength as well here. NASDAQ should bounce back up off this, hopefully the 738. And then US 30 right now is pretty much chilling. Like pretty much chilling right now. Again, I want to see this thing really show. We're not getting that sign of strength that I really wanted to see, though. I'll tell you that much. But I really wanted to see this thing really just continue to go now off of here. That's really what I wanted to see. Like, actually bounce off of here and go higher. But it looks like this thing is just showing a lot of weakness still. What's the dollar? The dollar's still going down, though. Gold is still pushing up. I promise y'all, these indices, if they don't go now, by the end of today, they are going to flip bullish. They should end today bullish, in my opinion. Just my opinion, but I could be wrong. But I do believe these things do end up closing the day bullish, in my opinion. I'm on the mode. Let's see, if YM does me dirty here, she going off the list. Yeah, nah, I feel that. I feel the same thing, bro. Let's see, they trying to trap us. I'm good on today. Let's see, Maury Hay woke up with that song, Coach, I'm red. That's how I am right now, Coach. I'm red. Besides volume, what else do you look for trade entries? Liquidity grabs are definitely a big part of it. You know, is this move supported by a grab of liquidity, yes or no? Right, and then after liquidity grabs, I typically look for volume to support the move as well, but also more so, you know, just signs of exhaustion, signs of absorption, things of that is really what I like to look for as well. Yeah, this YM, guys, is not looking like it wants to. I mean, everything else fell back down as well. Like the S&P fell back down, the NASDAQ also came back down to test, so US 30 is probably not going to hold at all. Again, I took a little stab here, you know, stops relatively close below the lows, because this stuff could continue to drop. What do you think about NASDAQ? This stuff could continue to drop here. Again, I'm betting off the fact that the data itself is going to hold and come through, but data, like I said, doesn't always show up right then and there, right? So there is a chance that this does fall. I just still prefer the upside personally, but there is a chance that it does fall. You never know. All right, so let's see. The NASDAQ tested back 1817, 18715, and now it flipped back bullish here. The S&P as well flipped back bullish here. US 30 is essentially still not doing a damn thing. The US 30 is the only one that at this point looks like it really could continue to drop. The NASDAQ and the S&P at least flipped back up. US 30, boy, this looked like it wanted just It looked like it wanted to just continue to go lower here. Like literally, that's what it looks like. This didn't look like it might want to continue to drop. But with the way the other ones are looking, I think there's still a chance that we do flip back. Hopefully, if we could flip back bullish now, that would be freaking fantastic, bro. That would be so fantastic. But this thing don't look like it might want to give us that. I'm looking for that flip. I want to look for the flip back up. Come on, flip back up. Take profit. Like flip back up. That's all. Like what you trying to do here? Yeah, US 30 just doesn't look like it wants to move. See, gold is still looking solid though. Gold is still trickling its way higher. Gold is still making its way higher, which is cool. Yeah, US 30 doesn't look like it want to turn around from these levels. Like I said, everything else looks pretty good. NASDAQ looks solid. The S&P looked like it could get ready to run again. But then we look at US 30 and Dirty 30 just chilling. Now again, this does have, and the reason why I was interested in US 30 is because it does have the greatest risk reward potential here, because we are trading so low compared to the ranges. Love the way you love my way. Yeah, this is like getting ready to fall. This looks like it's still trying to fall here, US 30, so we're going to keep our eye on that. Everything else is also whiplash, and we did get this 10 o'clock candle come in, family, so let's see what type of volume we get here in the 10 o'clock candle. Is either these 10 o'clock candles are going to continue to push indices lower, or we can finally find some strength and bounce up to the upside. Let's see what it does here. Because we are seeing obviously an increase in selling pressure, but let's see if that's actually going to hold true or not. Because US 30 is still pushing here, still trying to push lower here. Let's see what we got here. Let me see the news. Yeah, US 30 is still dropping. US 30 is still trying to fall here, family. Still falling. All right, yeah, so I'm chilling on US 30. I'm chilling on US 30. What are these things actually going to do? Are these things actually going to fall here? Dirty 30. You little dirty animal, you. You little dirty animal, you, man. Let's see, US 30, where you at now? You just spiked the lows? Is that all you did was spike the lows? That's all you did was spike the lows? NAS and US 30, I mean, everything is really just going sideways now. Like, we had the initial spike on news for all these things, but ever since then, they didn't do a damn thing. But, like, now, look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ looked like it really could get ready to start to find some demand here. The S&P as well has been looking real solid. But US 30, just, boy, just going crazy. Let's see, just start looking at that time frame. Look at the 1 hour, you'll be fine. I mean, yeah, looking at higher time frame always definitely just removes the noise. But when I'm trying to get a crazy entry, boy, we gotta go to the lower ones. You get the crazy entries in lower TFs. what you know. And that's what I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to look for something down here telling me it's time to jump in. But that's what I'm watching right here on US 30. Like, give me something telling me that it's time to jump in. I'm not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it yet, right? But gold is finally reaching. Gold damn near tapped into our next key level at the 2373. We got to see how this continues to form now. Are you going to just continue to run through this level, or are you going to pull back down into 2364? Let us know, gold. Let us know. The NASDAQ pushed all the way back down as well. S&P is also correcting some as well here. These things could just be bearish for today, and I'm just wrong. That is a fact. These things could be bearish, and I could just be wrong here, but I'm still waiting for what I want to see. If we see it, I take it. If we don't see it, so be it. Let's see, US 30 is trying. US 30 is trying to come back up here. What's the S&P doing? S&P also spiking back up. So is NASDAQ. See, like, we're getting a lot of these little sell pushes right here. We're getting these constant drops here. Selling pressure entering the markets. But it gets bought up. See, now look at US 30. Now US 30 want to just run. Now US 30 want to bounce off the lows. That's what I was looking for. Like, show us some sign of strength. Show us something. Yeah, see, now everything is starting to push. Now y'all suckers want to go. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Now let's see if we're actually going to get some follow-throughs on these things. This thing literally got right back to where I initially had my entry at. For you. NASDAQ is still pushing. The S&P is still pushing. I swear, US 30, you gotta flip back up, bro. You gotta flip back up, bro. You don't have to, but like, I think I know you. I think I know you. Let's see, just a little LP test. Just gotta have faith. Yeah, could have been just a little LP test for sure. Let's see, wholesale news at 10 was lower than predicted. Could that affect the dollar going lower? Possibly. Possibly. I don't really play too much into home sales, to be honest with you. So I haven't really done any testing to see how the market reacts off of that data. So I don't even know. Let's see, more chop just like yesterday. Andrew in the building. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely seeing a lot of chop. I do think, again, YM probably does truly finally flip to the upside here. It's just unfortunate because I wish my stop was a little bit wider on the position I did take the little test stab earlier. But yeah, this looks like it want to do something now. What's gold doing? Gold is still testing the highs up there. The dollar is still dropping, which is expected. You know what? It's going to be my last trade of the day, bro. It's going to be my last attempt here. I did take another trade here on US 30. They take a test here on US 30. I'm liking the reactions. If this don't play out, then I'm freaking done for the day. If this don't play, then I'm done for the freaking day. This does look like a solid situation though. We are talking about a 5-to-1 risk to reward if this can play, so that'll be gorgeous. But I'm done after this. I'm done after this. This is gonna be my last attempt of the day. Because if not, then US 30 gonna get me wanting to break my damn monitor. So we gonna have to let this ride out and see how this plays out, man. I kind of like what we did. Swept the lows, tapped into the LP, flipped back bullish, increasing volume. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. We'll see. Let's see. Hey, that's my entry. Hey, perfect. We'll take it. At least I know if I lose, you lose with me. Let's see. Imagine when the whole Caribbean starts making profits. Absolutely. We're going to get the whole Caribbean literally making a shit ton of money. That's absolutely facts. Let's see. What's going on, Matt? Appreciate you, my brother. Let's see. YM been doing his own thing. Beautiful LP play that works out. Made a 3-minute live OB. Yeah, I mean, we got to see, man, if it can get some follow through. But YM definitely has been doing his own thing lately. Honestly, all indices, though, have been so choppy to start today, though. Like, super choppy. Like, these type of conditions are just horrible to trade in. Where the market really isn't doing nothing. Like, US 30 hasn't done anything literally for the past 24 hours. You know, just a lot of chop, a lot of nonsense, a lot of back and forth. It is what it is. You know, I like the situation. I like the setup that we took. I think we were being patient enough to find this opportunity. And now we just got to deal with the outcome. No matter what it is, man. That's why we practice proper risk for any situation. Just in case we're just not seeing things, man. Because this week is definitely a little bit more shakier than last week. All right, last week was still solid. We ended up taking a couple trades, 2 winners, 1 loss. I think a break even as well. This week, though, has just been super chop. 2 trades I took, ended up closing out both of those trades for small losses. Today we got to see how today ends up finishing out. It's been a little bit of a shakier week this week, family, but we still here. We still got to show up. We still got to trust ourselves, trust our strategy, trust the setups, and just let the outcome be the outcome, no matter what it is. But we'll see how this continues to go. Let's see. Facts definitely got to hit my country. Drew, what is your country, bro? What is your country? You better not say Jamaica. You trying to take your wife's country over. That'll be hilarious. This boy is Jamaican through relationship. Alright, let's see. I made money. I scaled the E-mini down. Okay, Harry. Let's go. Let's see, borderline untradeable for me. Nah, these markets have been so annoying, bro. Like these ones, especially indices, they have been extremely annoying to trade. That's a fact. Let's see, Grenada. You're actually from Grenada, bro? You got family out there? That's fire. At least your family's from Grenada. That would be cool to go out there. Let's see, Kyle selling gold. Okay. Hey, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that can rub for you. Hopefully you can grab a little some out of that for sure. Yeah, US 30 is just still dropping, family, man. I'm done trading Dirty 30. This is why we call her Dirty 30. She's so dirty. She's so dirty. Let's see, I make money every day. Okay, Harry. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Galvin, man. Shout out to all y'all that's making money, man. Because y'all watching me take L's. At least this week. Taking a couple L's this week. But that ain't going to stop us from still doing what we got to do, man. We still going to show up regardless and do what we got to do. No matter what these outcomes show. Yeah, US 30 is doing its own thing. What's the rest of the market doing now? Okay, so the rest of the market is also starting to fall as well. The NASDAQ is falling. The S&P is falling. What's gold doing? Gold could fall. Gold could fall for real, especially looking at everything else falling. Gold really could get a little bit of a correction here. But everything is dropping right now. These markets didn't give 2 shits about GDP. They had an initial reaction, but not doing anything, man. And nothing that we're comfortable taking now. Again, we're back in fresh liquidity here for US 30, but boy, I hate chasing the markets like this. Right now, every time we take out a fresh low, now we're looking for reasons to try to buy this thing. Like, that's how it gets very, very dangerous. Right? You get very, very sticky doing that, right? But hey, man, I'd rather just chill out. I already took my L's for today, save my ammo for another day, and not try to just jump in just because we're taking out fresh lows every 2 seconds. 'Cause, yeah, that just leads to a recipe of blown accounts. So I'm personally chilling. Only way I would take a buy here now from YM is if we actually give us a real sign of strength, like actually show us a change of character, market structure shift, whatever you want to call it. I'm not just gonna continue to buy just because we're creating lows. Hell no. Nah. Hell to the nah. Let's see, every boss take a loss. It happens, man. It happens. I'm glad that a lot of y'all though are still eating though. A lot of y'all are just doing your own thing and y'all are just fucking eating. So that makes me excited though. Again, I'm comfortable when I take my L. It is what it is, right? It's not gonna affect me whatsoever taking an L. But seeing you guys win in the chat, that made me happy. Whack NQ came back too, and YM stopped me out. Negative 170. Yeah, I mean I'm down like 300 for today, $400 for today. Hey, we down 400. We gonna make it back. 100 days off a MacBook. Give me 1 second though, family. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. All right, we back. Let's see what we're looking at. I mean, family, what are you guys still looking at, man? Talk to me in the chat, man. I need a little encouragement right now. I need a words of motivation from y'all. I need some words of motivation from y'all real quick. I need y'all to hype me up, man. What are we looking at? Let's see what the markets are still doing. Is there anything tradable yet? Is there anything tradable? Let's see. The Nasdaq spiked down below these lows and looked like that Nasdaq about to start pushing. That'll be very upsetting. Exotic. There's some shit that can't get it by the grace of God. See, now these things are starting to push. Boy, if these things start running now, bro, these markets just don't like me this week. These things start running now, these markets just really don't rock with me this week. Came back and filled the entire 15-minute LC. Let's see, gold sells, sticky markets, I've been called it. Yeah, these markets are definitely super sticky, man. Let's see, failure is not fatal, success is not final. It's the courage to continue that counts. Someone in history. There we go. That's a great quote, man. Let's see, GU sold at my area. Hey, Christian, let's go. Turn up, Christian. Turn up, Christian. Let's see, I got you. Look at a buy for ES soon. Okay, Harry. Talk to me nice then, Harry. Did it by the grace of God. What y'all about to do now, man? Are y'all about to run now? Or nah? By the grace of God. See, now moving averages are crossing here. Yeah, this looks tough now. Well, all right. Super choppy markets, man. I hate choppy markets, bro. I hate choppy markets. They licking me. I just want to go off it. Let's see what else we got here. Nikkei. The Nikkei 225. Damon, you be trading a lot of those other indices, bro, which is interesting. You must really have a lot of success with them things, bro, because you always want to look at those. The Nikkei 225. I see Aaron looking at Euro Pound for the buy. Okay. A quick little scalpy scalp. Shows the value of proper risk reward, because as long as your wins are larger than your losses, at least twice as large, the losses mean nothing. Even if you had the same amount. Love the math. That's fire, bro. Love the freaking math. Love the freaking math, because the math be mathin'. Love the math, because the math be mathin', and the math gives you probabilities, and understanding probabilities is crucial. See the looking roof. Let's see what we get here. No lie. No lie. No lie. Yeah. NASDAQ about to start pushing. What you about to do, buddy? And all we live is no lie. No lie. Yeah. See, all this sell volume, bro, but we're not getting no result. Like, look at all this effort, all this sell volume effort, all this sell candles, but we're not getting no real result, bro. That's why I swear this stuff is gonna bounce back up, bro. Like, compare the amount of effort, the volume, to the result. We're not doing anything, bro. Like, that tells me that the buyers just continuously are absorbing all this sell pressure that we've been noticing with these candles. I don't know, bro. That's why I still think these end up flipping back bullish here. Like, I'm really confident that these do end up flipping back up. Got me getting rounded by bosses. What you trying to do, NASDAQ? What you trying to do? What you trying to do? Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Let's see, I'm in profit on a scalp. Okay. All right, 4D profit. Leaving these markets alone. Yeah, might be the best play. Might be the smartest thing. If I stayed in my trades this week, I would be in a whole different predicament. What's your advice on just letting shit run? Very simple. Let the shit run. Like, as long as you mentally prepare for the amount of patience and discipline that comes with it, let that shit run. One thing that helps me is I take partials. Right? It's a lot easier for me to let shit run when I've already paid myself for that, the effort I put in with finding that setup. Right? So that helps me out like crazy. All right, just taking some partials, taking some money off the table, it immediately removes that emotional attachment to wanting to make money, because I already just did. All right, I already just did, so that's cool. All right, let's see. Now we're seeing some strength here for US 30. If it lasts, who knows? Yeah, all these indices are now starting to push here. All these indices are starting to push here. What's gold doing? Gold is trying. I mean, gold is still testing the highs up at 2373. But now we're seeing a little bit of strength coming to play here. If this lasts, we don't know yet. But we are seeing some good strength right here. What Nadia, baby? I'm on the road to 50. Only catch me with the realest. Can you really feel me? You got me surrounded by bosses. Let's see what we got here, family. Are these gonna continue, or are these spike ups just trying to like entice us to jump back in? Let's see. Nah, I won't get tricked again. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Again, I hate when I hate getting into this point where I'm so convicted. Is that the right word? I'm so convicted. I don't think that's the right word. But I am so sold on the fact that we're probably gonna go bullish. Every low that gets taken out, I'm now looking for the reasons to buy, right? And it just has not been working out. All right, I took a couple L's trying to do that today. All right, every time we take out a fresh low and fresh liquidity, it just doesn't give us the follow through that we're looking for. So I'm with you. I'm still chilling. Even if this is the low that holds, that's cool, right? Give us some sign of strength, then we can just wait for the next higher low and then look for it off of that, if anything. That reaction is looking nice, though, out of a lot of these things. We just gotta see if it's actually gonna hold or not. Gold is also looking like it might want to start pushing down a little bit here. I'm gunning, yeah. I had to get it up. This is real life, not a phase. We just don't do this for play, yeah. See, like we're seeing it. It's attempting to try to push back up, but we're not getting nothing. But I'm still convinced we do go bullish because like all this price action to me is telling me mixed stories, different stories here. There's no way the Nasdaq doesn't go higher. I mean, there is a way, but like I still think we see something like this for the Nasdaq, bro. I just gotta wait for us to get back above 18,740s now. If we can get a nice strong close above 18,740, I will be very comfortable with looking for those with that buy back up to the upside to 18,835s. Super choppy markets though. Put up. We just don't do this for play, yeah. Yeah, these markets, man. These little markets, man. I think I'm gonna take one more stab on my personal account over here. I don't think I'm gonna take it on this prop firm account though, because I already took a couple L's on this prop firm account. I ain't gonna lie. Took a couple little L skis, so I'm gonna be chilling on that. But I might take one more final buy over here off screen, because I think the Nasdaq is getting ready to push, man. I could be wrong here. I've been wrong a couple times today. But I want to bet on. I think we still go. I think we still go. Body on me, body on me. Let's see what we got here. Set my NAS markup on Discord. Let me see what you're looking at over there. Yeah, Omar, I keep on trying those as well, bro. It's just not working out, bro. I do think this level holds, though. Yeah, we're just gonna let this rock, family. That's gonna be it for me today. I do got an entry here on the NASDAQ still. All right, I did take one last attempt here. Even with the 2 trades that I took earlier, on my prop firm account, I ended up losing around, which is kind of tough. It's kind of on the heavier side, but I did lose around 1%. Give or take a little bit around it. I think I lost around a full percent or so. On my personal account, I ended up losing around 3%, 4% on my personal account with the 2 attempts that we have today so far. So I'm down for today. It be like that. It is what it is, man. I seen some solid plays. The market just don't care today. The market just doesn't give 2 shits about any of that. Now, the last position I am in is the one that you guys see on the screen. I'm not going to take it on the prop firm account because I already lost my max that I'm willing to lose on a day, which is 1%, and that's kind of on the heavier side because we're only given 3% as a total. But I am down that, so I'm not going to take this trade on the prop firm, but I did take it on my personal account. All right, I did take it on my personal account. So we're either going to end the day on my personal account down 4% for the day, or we're going to be able to recoup some of this 3% that I'm down. And that's going to be my trade for the rest of the day. All right, so I'm chilling, family. I don't got nothing else that I'm gonna be looking for. Let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat real quick, though. Let's see. Enter smaller. That's something I've been doing. That definitely helps for sure. Let's see. It'll look good. I'll get in on the next candle. Yeah. Hey, Harry, you've been crushing it, Harry, man. Let me know when you're getting in, Harry. Let's see, I'm going to bed. Let my trade run. Love and peace. All right, CJ. Appreciate you, brother. Let's see, not the reaction you want from a possible spring. Not at all. I mean, again, this is really not truly giving us what we really want. But I still do think we end up flipping bullish here. I just don't want us to see us run another low and then it end up happening. I'm gonna be pissed. But it seems like that's really what it wants to do. It looks like it does want to go ahead and create a new low once more time, and then watch as soon as we get off stream, because it's been happening every freaking time. Right, if this does continue to drop, I'm just going to take my L and I'm leaving these markets alone. Like, I'm not even going to mess with these markets. They just not playing fair. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is another opportunity to get back in. And that's going to be the annoying thing, because I'm going to be off the charts already. I'm not going to even be thinking about trading. Because once I get off stream here, family, I do a little, just for myself, a little, post-market, a little recap that I look at to see what the hell happened. But I'm not actively looking for no more trades. So this falls, takes me out. There's always that other chance where it still could do something like that, and that's just gonna be unfortunate because I'm not gonna be able to trade it. But it'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. How you red, Coach? I'm red. It's been a red day for me, family. It's been a super red day for me so far, so I gotta sing this song. Coach, I'm red. Yeah. Coach, Coach, I'm red. Do his thing. Hey, hey, hey. On the bed. Yeah. Is it? Only time will tell. It looks like it's about to run soon, though. I think that's about to hit 18,660s. The way it's looking, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see, are you using a trade copier? Yeah, yesterday was rough for me. I'm not, well, I am using a trade copier for my Top Step accounts. All right, because I have this one that I'm trading with you guys, the 100K account, but then I also have 350K accounts that I trade copy, just that I have over here on the side. Let's see, yeah, today's one of them days, man. Today was definitely one of them rougher days that I've had probably all year. Yeah, I think probably all year. This is probably one of the worst days, and it's not even that bad. That's the thing, right? Because my risk management is so on point. Then people wonder why, Abel, how are you still here today? It's because fucking I don't play around with risk management. Like I take this shit seriously. So I'm still good either way. From a risk percentage down wise, I'm still good. Like if this trade right now loses that I have here on the Nasdaq, on my personal account, I'll be down 4%, which is kind of a heavier day for me. But I'm willing to risk up to 5% at any given day on my personal accounts. Like that's me. That's my risk to reward that I'm comfortable with, right? I don't like to risk more than 5% in a day. So I'm fine if I end today down 4%. That's cool. My prop firm account, I can't trade no more. I'm down my full 1% that I give myself, and even that's on the higher end, right? That's kind of super risky, but I trust myself as a trader to be comfortable enough to risk, those percentages. So yeah, it's definitely percentage-wise, it's definitely one of the worst days for me of the year. But guess what, family? Right? Do I look upset? It is what it is. Right? No, it is what it is. Nobody likes losing, but it's a part of the process, man. It is what it is. The best thing to do now is not get over emotional and continue to trade. I hit my max limits for today. Right? I hit my max limits for today. Even if the beautiful setup, the best looking setup in the world forms, I cannot take that trade. Right? I have to remain disciplined and save my ammo for the next day, right? Because that's the cycle that most people go through, right? They take their losses, they hit their max limit for the day. Honestly, most people don't even have a max limit for the day. So if you don't even have a max limit for the day, then you have to figure that out. But once you hit that, you have to stop. Like you literally have to stop. Close the damn computer, get away from the charts, close MetaTrader, close Trade Locker, close anything to do with trading, and come back to model. Because trying to recoup what you just lost is going to lead to more losses. Trust me. Trust me. Right? So even if this thing does do it, because watch it do it. Watch it now do something like this. I'm going to have to be okay with all that. I'm going to have to be okay. I'm going to have to watch it and just be like, you know what? It's cool. Because I followed my rules. And that's just the name of the game, family, at the end of the day. All right? That's just the name of the game. Okay? So, besides that, though, family, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to go ahead and end my day off on those losses. I'm going to chill, and I'm just going to come back tomorrow. I have more ammo. I still have a lot of ammo that I can play with, so we're still straight, right? We're still able to battle. It's cool. But today was just one of those days where it just didn't work out for us whatsoever. So be it. But I do love you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for jumping in. As usual, showing up consistently is the name of the game. Win or loss, family, it doesn't matter. We still got to show up every single freaking day, right? Every day, and do what we got to do to get back into it. Family, love you guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of y'all day. It's your boy Abel, and we out of here. All right, y'all. Take care.
Shooters want the signals. My real squad wanna get his brand. All of my hitters independent. Kill shot profits, here come the feds. Yeah.